Get into it.
Like honor rolls.
Receiving the Humanitarian Award tonight, how big of an honor is this for you, and just your thoughts on tonight?
Oh, God. I mean, it's hard to put into words, obviously, even just the namesake of the award, Paul Allen, him and his family and all the work that they've done in this city. I've only been here 10 years, so it feels very special to be recognized in this way and, hopefully give back to the city as much as it's given me. It's been, my home in so many ways, both literally and figuratively, and it'll always kind of be that way. And obviously, being with Sue, having her show me the ropes, she's been here a little bit longer than I am, and a little bit more successful, just barely. But,
Barely, right? Barely.
Yeah, just like 4 or 5 times more. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. But no, it's a huge honor, and we're so happy to be able to be here tonight.
I think it's great. You mentioned 10 years, and I think it's hard to believe that it has been 10 years. Does life just blow by for you?
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it's been, even the end of the season just feels like it was yesterday. So to be able to be here this long, to spend this long with one club and be able to play here with Seattle Reign for so long. We just went back to the name change. Shout out to that. I'm very happy about that. Back to the Seattle Reign. It feels like home in so many ways. It feels like a place where I really grew up and became an adult, and I think I was 26 when I got here, but you don't know anything at 20. You think you know everything.
Yeah, that's right.
You literally know nothing.
That's
so
right.
To be able to grow up here and call it home is really special.
As we talk about the Reign, and I see you and Sue, and I look at you two, and I'm like, you two can still play.
Yeah.
How tough was the decision, to make that decision that this was going to be my final year in the retirement?
In the end, it wasn't that tough. It was time. My body was knocking.
Yeah.
Obviously, in my last game, it had a real big knock. But I think there's just some things we'll just always miss. Though it's always not sad, but you miss it. I'm going to go to the Reign opener. I'm going to be devastated that I'm not there. We're going to go to the Storm opener. I'm sure Sue's going to be devastated that she's not out there. I want to be in the know, too. I'm missing all the drama. I'm missing all the tea. So it's sad, but I feel like for both of us, we're such a huge part of both of those franchises and clubs, and we'll continue to be, and we're literally, the biggest fan, but there'll always be the little bit that we're sad not to be out there, of course.
Well, you say that you want to be in the know, but I have to ask you, there must be requests for you constantly to consult or be around teams and be around players. Do you want to be around the U.S. team and some of the other teams that might come calling? The sport itself. I know there's some friction, of course, but you've done so much to grow the sport as well, and the importance of it off the field.
Of course I want to be involved.
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm ready. No, I want to make sure I do it in the right way, and I want to make sure, first and foremost, whatever team or environment that I would be stepping into, that's good for the team and the environment. I know I'm a big personality. Of course, with the Reign, those are my homies and that's my family. But I feel that way about the national team as well. And I think when the time is right, I can't wait to go back to a game and, give everyone my thoughts, just like I always do. Whether they want them or not, they're going to get unsolicited thoughts coming at you. So.
Paul mentions the growth of the sport. I have a 21-year-old daughter, plays tennis at Portland State. She has your book in her room. She met Sue Bird 20 years ago, and Sue kind of gave her some wisdom. Not only the growth of your sport, but the growth of women's sports. How key has that been for you? I mean, I know you're receiving an award tonight. Part of that stems from that, but just I know you're not going to stop on growing sports for girls.
No, definitely not. I obviously have loved playing, and that's a huge passion of mine. But I think speaking to what you just said, I think that's like really my passion is just the business side and growing it, and getting people to look at us the way we look at us, and see all the value that's there. And it's been a huge joy to be able to marry what we, is sort of a talent that we were just born with. And of course it takes hard work, but marry that with our work off the field means everything. I feel like both of us are uniquely positioned, just having played the sport so long, being who we are in it, to be one of the architects of just an incredibly exciting future moving forward.
Well, we hope that you continue to give back, Megan, because you have so much to give to the sport, so much to give to women's sports as well. And I sure hope you continue to be out there and be seen and be heard.
Absolutely. You know me. I can't stay out of the limelight too long.
You guys, let me ask you this. You brought up the little banter between you and Sue. Is there ever a little trash talking, little fun talking back and forth with her over accomplishments and things like that?
It's not even fun. It's like we pull the rings and the medals out, and I'm like, I pull my couple of medals out, and she's like, bah, 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 bah. I actually have. I think this is one of Sue's class rings. It might be like a championship ring or a Big Ten ring.
Is there one sport you're competing?
Not Big Ten. Oh my gosh, Big East. She's gonna kill me for saying that. It's not Big Ten. Big East or something. It's just like, it's literally no competition. So like, I have fun with it because I'm like, I think I'm accomplished and I'm actually not. And you're the most important person in my family, so I just try to do my best to keep up with the banter.
Well, congrats on the award tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank you for dropping by.
We appreciate your candor too.
Yeah.
This has been great. Thank you, Megan.
Appreciate y'all.
Okay.
Thank you.